against Glen Ridge my senior year.
Why didn't you?
8 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Steven Etcher out in the house.
Never lost.
I don't know why you didn't bring the trophy out. What's up, buddy?
Never lost in 4 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, Glen Ridge was not a threat growing up.
Miraculous threat.
Yeah, well, it was nobody. Not even in Montclair. They
didn't play Montclair in anything.
They didn't have a team growing up.
Baseball they played. Baseball they were good.
All right, so we're live here, folks. Oh, sorry, Nat. You're all right, though. You're bad. You're not. Nat immediately leaves. All right, so Saturday, 4:23 here. We are at Woodman Field for a local Essex County battle. See you, buddy. Good luck, man. Montclair against Glen Ridge. Pretty big game here today. Again, it's a regular season game, so they're going to most likely see each other again in 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks. Counties begin this coming Saturday. I think the first round is, and then the finals are the following weekend. So good chance we see these guys again, but Montclair has not beaten Glen Ridge since 2015, so that's a lengthy period. Again, similar to Westfield, which I think was also the same. 2015 was the last time we had won that matchup. Glen Ridge is 16th in the state right now, so they're playing pretty well. I think they're 4-3. Let me get the. So Glen Ridge is. They've beaten Immaculate Heart, crushed them 10-2, which was yesterday, 2 days ago. They beat Verona 11-3. They lost to West Essex by a goal, 12-11. They beat Milburn 18-4 and then beat Mendham 11-10. So they're actually 4-1. So Glen Ridge has been playing well. Again, they're 16th in the state right now. Montclair coming off a big win on Tuesday against Westfield. Westfield, again, was returning Group 4 champs. We lost a 1-goal game to them last year. They graduated a ton of people. Start of the year, I forget, high in the top 20 and then quickly tumbled. But it's still a good win for Montclair. Girls played very well. Killed about 7 minutes at the end of the game, which, again, if you have a chance, take a look at that. It's pretty incredible. I mean, I played sports all my life. I don't remember a 7-minute, straight up penalty kill. I'm sorry, I keep saying penalty kill. It was a straight up, it was a regular play, non-penalty kill. So good on the girls and the coaches for the discipline there at the end of the game. They had several opportunities to score and just no need to. They won 10-5. So that's a great result for Montclair. So again, a win today, short term, again, means, we go to 500, so we go to 4-4. And that's great because I don't, I'd have to look back. I don't really remember when we've been at 500. I'm sure it's been recently, but we'll definitely be in the top 20 at that point next week. Now, again, that brings us to next week, which we have West Essex on Tuesday, another Essex County battle. And then I think we have Mountain Lakes next weekend, I want to say. So, I mean, we have some big games coming up. And then, again, the counties will begin. I think the seedings are Tuesday, so after, I believe, the West Essex game on Tuesday will be included in the seedings. So we will play West Essex on Tuesday. After that game, the county seedings will occur. And then again, I think the first round is, I think it's next weekend. Sorry, we have Tuesday and Thursday. Montclair High School is against West Essex away, and then IHA away next week. So that's Tuesday, Thursday, and then again, we think the counties start on Saturday. That'll be the first round. And then again, I think the county finals are the following weekend. So. So I think we have a quick update on the lineup. Again, we'll wait until the game starts to just run through everything. But I think Hannah Sarayski is sick today, which is an unfortunate result for Montclair. Hannah is a starting defender. She came up, I forget what game last year, and stepped up to varsity pretty quickly as a freshman, and has been needed, pretty significantly both seasons. And now again, she came in. I guess she was sick yesterday, and she is. Sorry, I'm just looking at Megan Crane getting treatment right now. So I think, so Hannah Sarayski, I think, is going to miss today's game, which is, again, a tough result. Again, a quality defender. We're a little young at the defensive end right now. I think Laura will start. So Laura started the season. I think played a couple games there. Then Lily Donahue came in. Laura's played a few times here and there since then. Actually played the other day, came in when Megan Crane got hurt, so we did a little shifting around. Hannah moved up to midi, and Laura played a little D and looked good. I think she had a responsibility to shut one of the players off, did a good job. See how she does today. I think that's going to affect the game plan a little bit. So we got about 3 minutes till game time here, which probably means 25 minutes. What's up, buddy? I don't like being in there. Yeah, I could go in, but
it's raining and stuff.
If it's raining, I'm trying to think. I don't think we've ever had to deal with it. The girls are in there, so I kind of. I mean, they're not doing anything, but I just feel like a moron, running my mouth. Yeah, I saw it last night. It's just, Yep. Yep.
So why is his ankle? He's okay.
So Eddie Nicole is stopping in here. Some shenanigans, I guess, going on last night around Montclair. A little surprising on the lack of gamesmanship. I would have kept my trash talking and stuff like that a little bit quieter, but whatever. We'll leave it at that. All right, about a minute left, guys. Again, that probably means we haven't even done stick check yet, so still got a bit. Yeah, other related injury news. I think you see Isabel Huber confirmed an ACL tear. I think that was earlier this week. The diagnosis was earlier this week. I think the injury was a couple weeks ago, maybe. Practice injury. That sucks. Isabel's a good kid, sophomore. Again, Montclair's light as it is, and losing anybody just affects so many different things. Practice obviously being the most important. You lose the ability to do a lot of things when you have limited bodies. So best wishes to Isabel in her recovery. Again, she's a sophomore, so she'll be back next year. Should be no problem. Get a little rehab in. Should have plenty of time to come back, so that's good to see. She'll have 2 more years at Montclair. So again, best wishes to her and her family on the recovery. We're going to do this little gamesmanship thing here. Hi guys, how are you? It's an early start here in Montclair, so my guess is you're going to see the crowd spilling in over the next 15 to 20 minutes. Again, a 10 a.m. start is a tough one. Which again, 10 a.m. start for anything probably, I don't know. I have to look at the other away games, but we still got a few minutes to go here, so they haven't even done the stick checks, I don't think, yet. So I think they got 10 minutes on the clock. I don't know if that means 10 minutes till the game or what, but. First round is, I think it's.
Let's go, Montclair!
All right, we're still a little bit. I think again, we're still a few minutes, I think, away from game time. We're gonna do stick checks now, and then we'll finally get going. So. What's up, guys? So again, Montclair's going to be down one player today, or two really. Hannah Sarayski, hopefully with just an illness today, but then we have Isabel Huber, who's out for the season with a knee injury. Okay, so we're going to get this game going in a minute or two here, it looks like. Again, Montclair against Glen Ridge. Glen Ridge is 16th in the state right now. Coming in rolling, frankly. They've won a couple games in a row here. Dismantled Verona the other day, and then beat IHA, who we're going to be playing, I think, a week and a half, like next Thursday, I think I said. See what we do as far as adjustments. Again, I think the Hannah thing was potentially known yesterday, so hopefully, hopefully everybody was ready for that.
Do you know what you're doing?
Wouldn't be a Montclair game without clock drama. All right, so this game's going to get going here in a minute. I mean, two things we need here in Montclair. Big donation for a kind of a better speaker system. It'd be great to do the national anthem before a game. Maybe introduce the starting lineups. And maybe some kind of like a full-time or a part-time, whatever you want to call it, person who works the scoreboard. Maybe give a kid a credit at something at the high school? I don't know. Somebody want to go into the media business or something? This would seem to be something they could build upon in their life. Give them some community service hours, maybe? I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, guys, but kind of where. Coach Jenkins. Coach. Shocking to see you. Coach Jenkins, let me tell you what, she's battling for a random Six Man of the Year award. Wouldn't expect it from a coach, but I think I see Coach Jenkins more than I see Coach Giordano. So Coach Jenkins up in the booth, fixing the clock again. Awesome work as always. All right, so here we go, folks. So we're gonna have again Laura at D. So the big that's the change. So we're gonna have Talia in goal, Lindsay, Lily, Liza, Laura at D, Sabrina, Megan, Lizzie at midi, Lauren, Megan, Olivia, and Lee at attack. All right, so that draw is not going to work. Redraw that. Wow, all right, I see this often. 2 draws in a row. Oh, they're going to give it to Montclair, okay. So Sabrina getting pressure up top. Moves it quickly to Lizzie. Montclair starts with it on offense, so they gave it to Montclair there. I guess they said no pressure from Glen Ridge, so that's why they gave it up. Montclair on offense. Olivia to Crane. Sorry, that was Lee, I think. Lauren. Previty. It's a good save by the goalie. Good ground ball though by Lee. So that's a nice shot by Montclair. Good save by the goalie. Glenridge goalie, very good, apparently low, so we want to shoot high. Nice cut there by Megan Crane. Coach Jenkins back in the booth. Clock still not working. Game proceeding. Here's Olivia. Olivia Nicole. Now she is a lefty, so this is not a bad shot for her here. Okay, Olivia pulls it out. Good idea. No rush here. Lauren. To Lizzie. Good D by Glen Ridge. Lizzie has the ball. Back to Megan Previty. Megan's got a step. Pulls it back out. Coach yelling. Oops, Sabrina drops. Picks it back up. Lauren to Crane. To Olivia. Megan Previty behind. Ooh, a little step there. That's something that we maybe want to explore there with Megan Previty. Again, Glen Ridge will press out. There's Olivia. I'm sorry, Lauren. Oh no, Glen Ridge is going to get that. Lauren takes a bad shot. Montclair does not have a backup, and Glen Ridge is going to clear it. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground again. Oh, no, Glen Ridge has it. Glen Ridge has it on offense. Quick, fast break. All right. Oh, that's right on the scoring area. Yeah, they're gonna pull her out. Okay, that's good. So that's insignificant. That's a good play, actually. Slows everything down, gets the defense in order. I don't think she's going to try to shoot this. I think she's going to try to move it. Montclair on D, first time here. Tough result on offense, not what we want to do. Again, two things, bad shot and then no backup. Again, I think the no backup was because it wasn't ready. That's a moving pick. Okay, Montclair on defense, Glen Ridge on offense. Again, I just don't think that's shooting space, but so. Collier makes the save, it hits the post. Oh, Lauren is off sides there. Glen Ridge gets it back on offense, so good result though. Glen Ridge with the ball on offense. Ball's behind. Liza on D. Great job, Liza. 2 games in a row here. She's been playing great. Defense played really well last game. Glen Ridge up top. Again, game just started. We're 22 minutes in. I'm sorry, we're 3 minutes in, 22 minutes to go. 0-0. That's close to a moving pick. That's a goal by Glen Ridge. So, again, if I'm Montclair, I'm watching them doing a lot of moving picks. So again, let's keep an eye on that. Maybe have to talk to the refs, but so again, simple stuff on offense right there. It was a bad offensive set for Montclair. It was a bad shot. We didn't get the backup. We stepped over on the on an offsides play, so giving Glen Ridge opportunities. So 1-0 Glen Ridge, just under 22 minutes left in the first half. Sabrina on the draw, Lizzie and Megan Crane on the circle. Ball's up. Okay, Montclair ball. Glen Ridge is going to get a push there. I didn't see that, but okay. Megan Previty with the ball. Montclair on offense, second time now. Here's Megan Crane. What's up, Brian Felber? Here's Lauren Morgan landed with the ball behind. Back to Megan Previty behind. Lauren clears through. Ooh, that's a nice cut. Oh, that's real pretty. So it's a little nice play there with a two-man play with Megan and Lauren. Little give and go. Megan Previty to Lauren Morganlander. So Lauren with a little redemption off of that last first shot. Ties it up at 21 and a half to go now in the first half. So that's a good result for Montclair. They get the draw off of a penalty push, I think, on Glen Ridge. And Lauren and Megan Previty, a little two-man play behind. Megan Previty with a nice pass to Lauren, and Lauren finishes. Back on the draw, Sabrina. Lizzie on the offensive side, Megan on the defensive side. Ball's up. Lizzie Giordano, great. Oh, that's great ground ball, Lizzie Giordano. Wow. So Lizzie leading the team in draw controls right now with another big one there. Here's Olivia behind. Oh boy, Lizzie was wired there. All right, Lizzie up top. Again, Glen Ridge will press high apparently. Lizzie's got a step. It's a shot. Olivia gets the rebound. I don't know if the goalie got a piece of that. Here's Lauren now behind on the wing. So Lauren gets stripped there. Oh, that's on the deck. Great ride by Montclair. Oh yeah, Montclair gets bailed out there. So Olivia, nice ride there. Comes up with a ground ball. Turnover Glen Ridge, and again, that was off of a tough shot by Lauren. But again, we get it back. Another offensive possession. Coming up on 20 minutes to go. Here's Megan Crane. Olivia, Megan Previty. Megan Previty behind. Oh, good cut by Sabrina. Good patience. Back to Olivia. Ball's on the deck. No big deal. Lee gets it. Tried to get, I think that was trying to get Sabrina on the cut there. Lauren with the ball. Now back to Lee. Again, 1-1. 19:40 to go, first half. Here's Lizzie. Sabrina. Lauren. To Sabrina. Sabrina finishes. All right. So that's 2-1 Montclair. That's Lauren Morganlander to Sabrina Martin. Good offensive set there. Again, started with a turnover by Glen Ridge on a goalie clear. Goalie tried to clear it to the defender out wide. Livy had a nice ride, got the ground ball. Held it for 30 seconds maybe, and then got the finish. So 2-1 Montclair. 19:20 left first half. Sabrina on the draw. Lizzie to her left, Megan to her right. That's another one going to go Lizzie's way. Lizzie's just killing it on the draw controls. Again, leading the team. I think she had 9 against Caldwell, I want to say. So here's Megan to Olivia. Up to Megan Crane, to Lauren, to Sabrina. To Olivia. Oh, that's a nice move by Olivia. Misses. Gets the goal, gets a piece of it. Megan Previty with a backup. So that's a nice little move there by Olivia Nicole on the wing. Again, she's a lefty, so she can go on that side. Here's Lauren up top. Ooh. Tough pass. Lauren gets it back. She got the initial move, and then I think forced that pass, but got it back, so that's okay. Again, Glen Ridge pressing high, if you can see this. They're coming up very high, at least on Lauren. Now backing off a little. 18.5 to go, first half. Here's Lauren to Olivia, to Megan. Megan Previty. Megan Previty with it behind, driving to the left. Lizzie clears through. So good play there. Megan Previty finds Sabrina cutting the goal, and Sabrina's going to draw a shooting space penalty. That's a really good angle for her here. That's it. Goes wide. I don't know if the goalie got a piece of that or not. Goes out of bounds. Montclair gets the backup. So another good possession here for Montclair. Ball's up top now. Sabrina to Lizzie. To Lauren. Lauren to Olivia behind. Oh, Lizzie was... Lee. Wow. So, Lee Natural, great play. Lizzie is getting wired. She is cutting. She's had several cuts. They're just missing her. But that's the second or third time she's been wide open. Lee Natural now is going to have a free position straight up and down. 17:20 to go. So here we go, Lee Natural. Boom! That's a big finish. So that's a good possession for Montclair. Again, credit that beginning to Lizzie Giordano on another draw win. Oh yeah! Let's go Montclair! All right, so that's a timeout early by Glen Ridge. 17 minutes to go, and Glen Ridge calling a timeout, sensing a little bit of momentum swing. Glen Ridge coached by Beth Larkin, a Montclair High School 86, 87? Beth. 86, I think? Yeah, 86 graduate. She's a Montclair High School grad. So we slightly tolerate her on a day like this, but so she calls a timeout. Again, sensing a little bit of momentum. So Montclair's held the ball now for a few minutes. Started off with the ball, had a turnover, I think, at the beginning possession. Glen Ridge came down, got a shot. We turned it over on the clear, I think it was. Glen Ridge scored, and then Montclair's pretty much gone on a probably 3 or 4 minute possession after 2 draw controls by Lizzie. And Sabrina and Lee have scored the last 2 goals. So it's 3-1 Montclair. We're going to come out of this timeout with a draw. And again, if you joined us late, Hannah Sarayski out sick today. So that's a little bit of an adjustment for Montclair. Again, I think they knew about it yesterday. So I think Laura, who is starting today in her place, they think they knew about it yesterday. So I think she got a day of practicing with the starting group. She started the year. Laura Abad as a starter. I think the first 2 games. So she's used to that role. So no big deal there. She played again, had to come in the Westfield game. For a little bit of a stint when Megan Crane got hurt. Did a nice job. So here we go, coming out of the timeout. Montclair with a little bit of momentum here. Let's see if we can, again, keep the draws. I think Lizzie got the last 2. So we got Sabrina on the draw. We have Lizzie on the offensive side to her left and Megan Crane on the defensive side to her right. Again, attack Lauren, Lee, Megan Previty, Olivia Nicole, and on D we have Laura, Liza, Lily, Lindsay. Wow, we have 4 L's of defense, and then TCV in the cage. Here we go. Ball's up. Oof. Glen Ridge comes up with that. So that's a good result for Glen Ridge coming out of that timeout. All right, Glen Ridge's going to have the ball on offense. 17 minutes to go, first half. See what we can do here on D. Glen Ridge has only had it for a little bit. Held it, turned it. I think we got the ball. I think it was a turnover. Okay, here we go. Montclair on D. Ball's up top. Glen Ridge working around here. That's a moving pick. Ball's on the deck. Sabrina comes up with a great ground ball. Had a little bit of trouble with that in traffic there. Sabrina blowing by people right now. Montclair's got a fast break. Sabrina's got a little bit of room. Oh, that's going to be a charge though. Yep. Tough result there for Montclair. That's a good call. Kind of came in out of control there. So that's a charge on Sabrina Martin. That's a good call. Unfortunate. That's close to almost having a charge again. Ball's in. She can't keep running through people. Ball's on the deck again. Oh, that's a huge result. Olivia Nicole. Great ground ball from Olivia, the freshman. Patience, 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 patience. Yep, pulls it out. Good job, Olivia. Wow, good result for Montclair there. All right, Montclair's going to have their offense. That's a really positive result there. 15 and a half to go. So Glenridge won the draw coming out of the timeout. We got the ball. Net result after about a minute and a half. Montclair with the ball up top. Here's Lizzie. A little bit of room. Megan Crane, nice cut. Lizzie, good patience there. Megan might have flashed over for a sec, but no need to rush that. Megan Previty. Oh, that's in! That's in the goal! That's in the goal! Oh my God! That was in! Holy shit! Wow, that's. Anybody got a replay on that? So that maybe as a give back, they're gonna. Wow, so Montclair's gonna, I don't even know what is going on here right now. So, okay, game's getting a little bit crazy here. So Montclair's got to settle down. Sabrina's gonna go back to Liza. Liza far side, no need to rush here. Lindsay. Lindsay to her sister Sabrina, that's okay now. No, 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 no. Oof, yikes. Wow. This is an ugly, this is 2 minutes of ugly lacrosse. We saw a few minutes of really good lacrosse there. This is ugly both sides here. So Lizzie's going to get the ball. Montclair's going to end up positive right now. If we can just get the ball out of our own zone. This is painful to watch. Lindsay to Liza. See if we can get out. Liza's just going to wheel it. She's going to get cut off though. That's a good job by Glen Ridge. Back to Lindsay. Lindsay's going to move it. She gets it to Lizzie. That's probably a positive result for Montclair. So that's probably what we needed. So Lizzie's going to bring this all the way up. I mean, Lizzie gets hit in the face and the goggles come off and it's not a yellow card. I don't know, but. All right, 13:22 to go. Well, net result here is after a few minutes of just craziness and bad play and sloppiness and whatever, Montclair's going to come up with the ball in offense. Here's Lauren on the wing. Megan Previty up top. Lee. Sabrina to Megan Crane. Again, Glenridge pressing out. Like to see Montclair maybe backdoor a little bit. Here's Megan Previty with the ball behind. To Lizzie. Again, Montclair winning 3-1, 12:50 to go. So again, I think that's what we got to do. We got to. Oh wow! So that's Lee Natural. Hey, was that from Megan? So that's. Lee Natural on a quick stick from Megan Previty, so that's a great result for Montclair. So 4-1 now. 12:36 to go, and again, if you remember, this whole kind of nonsense began a few minutes ago. I think about 15 and change to go with a timeout by Glen Ridge. They won the draw. I think we got a turnover. Sabrina then got a charge. Kind of been there, back and forth, a lot of turnovers. Montclair settled down, got a possession, and Lee Natural finishes. I think that's her second so far. This one's going to go over Lizzie's head. Glen was going to come up with that one. Ooh, Lizzie's just got to calm down there. It might be a little... Montclair's got to stay in control of emotions right now. 4-1 lead. 12 and a half to go. So first half about halfway done here. Glen Ridge has not had the ball much on offense. Okay, ball goes wide there. I think someone got a stick check on that. Ball goes out. Glen Ridge coming in from behind. Liza on D. Ooh. Someone got beat there. I don't know. I didn't see what, but that's going to be 4-2 Glen Ridge. So again, that's off the draw control. Glen Ridge had it for about 20-30 seconds and then scored. So all right, so 4-2 now. 11:45 left, first half. Sabrina on the draw with Megan Crane and Lizzie Giordano on the circle. Again, Montclair wearing white, going right to left right now in the first half. Glen Ridge won the last draw. I think Montclair got the last few before that. Ooh, that's a self-win by Sabrina. That's a great job. Oh no, another turnover by Montclair though. That's really unlucky. All right, so that's a good draw win by Sabrina, but then a quick turnover. Glen Ridge is going to get the ball now. 11 and a half now, first half. Montclair up 4-2. That was unfortunate there. That was a big draw win by Sabrina. So Montclair going to be on D here. Ball's behind. Liza. Last goal was a straight cut, and someone just got lost. Good job by Liza there. Sabrina coming over to help. Sabrina Martin straight up top here. I think this might be one of their better players, Glen Ridge. Also a mouth, from what I understand. Yeah. Wow. I'd like the refs to stop. I mean, okay. So it's going to be a penalty here. I think this is going to be a righty shooter. Talia sees that, makes a big save, and that's what we need. Now they're going to press her here. Okay, I think they're going to say goal circle violation. Gets it to Laura. Laura to Lauren. Oh, that's a good play by Lauren Morganlander. Gets a little bit of room. Nice clear by Montclair. Moves it to to Ling, sorry. Megan Crane. To Olivia. The ref had a flag up, so they were going to call that a penalty. Megan Crane got hacked over there, but they let that play on. Good result here. So now we're under 10 minutes now. 4-2 Montclair. Big save by Talia there. Okay, Montclair, Lee up top. Montclair calling a play. Lee Natural. to Sabrina, to Lauren, back to Sabrina up top, to Lizzie, to Megan Previty, goal line extended, to Olivia behind, Olivia driving, goal line extended, Olivia, Lauren, flips to Sabrina, 9 minutes to go. Here's Lizzie Giordano up top. Flips it to Sabrina. Flips it to Lauren. Okay, Lauren driving. Lauren finds Lee. To Lizzie. To Sabrina. Who finishes. It's a great offensive possession by Montclair there. Wow. Held it for a couple of minutes there, a minute and a half maybe. Worked it around. Everybody got a nice touch. And Sabrina Martin, again, starts off from a save. Talia, that's all you! So Talia with a big save there, starts it off, gets it to Laura. Laura in a big position there, comes up, gets a nice start to that clear. And Montclair held the ball for a little bit, nice offense. And Sabrina with a great finish. So now that's 5-2 Montclair, 8:30 to go, first half. Sabrina back in the draw. Oh boy. Ball's in the deck. Glen Ridge, ball's rolling around. Glen Ridge comes up with it. So that was a 50-50 ball. Glen Ridge comes up with it, has it on offense. They're driving here. Good job by Laura there. Nice D. That's a good result there. Good D by Laura. They had a quick pass. Girl had no angle. Shot it wide. Glen Ridge is going to get the ball coming out of bounds. That's okay. Under 8 minutes now, first half. Again, Montclair 5-2. Glen Ridge on offense. Megan Crane on D with Laura here. Ooh, ball's on the deck. Lizzie Giordano comes up with another ground ball. Lizzie in traffic. Good job. Moves it to Lindsay. Lindsay Martin. Lindsay, great clear. Good patience by Montclair there. Lindsay Martin patiently gets it back to Lizzie. Montclair gets it clear. Now, oh wow, Megan Previty flashed open. There's Olivia. Oh, that's a good shot though. Olivia's a lefty, but takes it righty. That's a good shot. Megan Previty with the rebound. 7 minutes to go, Montclair. 7 minutes to go, first half. Here's Lauren. Sabrina up top. Lee. Crane. To Olivia. Again, Glenwood is pressing out far, so you see the middies. They are at their straining line almost, getting these passes. Lauren up top to Olivia. 6:30 to go, first half. 5-2 Montclair. Here's Lauren behind now. Lauren's driving. Moves it to Lizzie. Lizzie to Sabrina. That's a cross check. She's got to go behind. So Sabrina with the ball. Early restart. No big deal there. That's just more of a time waster for us, which is fine. Coming up on 6 minutes. Here's Lizzie. Oh, wow. Oh boy, Glenwood's getting upset. So that's 6-2 Montclair now. Again, methodical possessions from Montclair. That's another few minute possession, minute and a half, 2 minutes, and the result is a finish. So this is really a killer if you can keep this up. Hard to play against. You're holding the ball, you can't get the ball on offense. And at the end of the day, you finish. Looked like Glenridge was frustrated there. They'd be kicking the ball to the goal, throwing the ball out there. So that was Lizzie Giordano on a nice drive from the left side. Flashed for a second, had a little bit of space, and finished. So 6-2. 6 minutes to go, first half. Back on the draw, Sabrina, Lizzie, and Megan on the circle. Ball's up. Okay, they're gonna call something on Lizzie. All right, ball's gonna be restarted at midfield. Glenridge will start the ball on offense. That's gonna, ooh, wow, good play by Glenridge there. Okay, 6-2. 5:40 left first half. Hey, shooting space? Kidding me? Just a bad call when she has 2 defenders on her. She can't shoot when she's like that. So, my guess is she's just going to try to rip this. Ball goes wide. Lindsey Martin. I think about a timeout. Timeout! Ooh, nope, we're not. Let Lindsey run it. Oh, big handle by Megan Crane. All right, don't call the timeout though, Coach. Better call than me. I like it. Great job, Lindsey Martin. Another great result for Montclair. So we're under 5 now. Oh, good save by the goalie. That's a nice cut. Good play by Montclair though. Great save by the goalie. They're going to say Lauren stepped in the crease. All right, no big deal. That's a clear. Nice job by good clear by the Glenridge goalie there. Wow. Okay. All right. Look, teams are going to make saves. That's a good play by Montclair, though. Like the clear by Lindsay. Good offensive, quick offensive set. Goalie comes up with a nice save. That's going to happen. 4 minutes left now. I like Sabrina here. A little bit of pressure. Not letting this one get comfortable. Number 2. Here's Lindsay. Ball's up top. All right. I mean, right now, I'll take a 50-50 shot right now. I mean, that, you know, Talia seeing the ball. We'll take a 50-50 shot here from straight up. That's okay. Clock's running. 3:40 left first half. Montclair winning 6-2. Free position here, Glenridge. Oh, TCV, another big save. Oh, wow. Lily Donahue and then Lizzie Giordano comes over with a huge ground ball. Liza Jones has it. Wow, if we can get this cleared out of here to Megan Crane. We got a little bit of a slow break. Montclair slow break to Lauren, to Lee. Good patience, that's okay. Oh, great patience, Megan Previty there. Had probably a pretty good opportunity to score, but
Hey! What's up? How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, you guys are on the wrong side.
Montclair with the ball up top. 2:43. That's a very good result there. Just saying hi to Chris and Jenny O'Connor. Here's Olivia. Oh boy! Let's go, Montclair! All right, so that's a big play there. That's Lee again. 7-2 Montclair. 2:32. Again, that was a turnover again. I think another save by Talia, another clear. I think that was, Lily Donahue had a shot at this defensive ground ball on the sideline. Got it, held it up enough for Lizzie to come up with it. Got a nice clear up the field, and then Montclair scores. So that's 7-2 now. 2:32 left. First half, back on the draw. Sabrina, Lizzie on the offensive side, Megan Crane on the defensive side. Ball's up. Ball's down. They're going to call that a cover on Sabrina. That's okay. And Katie not happy with that call, but I think that was okay. I think that was a good call. So here's Sabrina up top on D. Oh, that's... Ball's on the deck. Another ground ball by Montclair's defense. Lindsay, far side of the field to Megan Crane. Megan Crane up the sideline here. Ticky-tack call. Hey, nice job, Lindsay! So Lindsay Martin coming up with a bunch of defensive ground balls here. We got a minute and a half left in the first half. Olivia, Megan Previty. 7-2 Montclair here. Again, Glen Ridge coming out, pressing hard here. Montclair in no rush. Again, Sabrina getting some pressure up top. Montclair's been great the last 2 games for sure of long possessions. I feel like every time we've had it for a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then we're finishing with a goal. So we're under a minute now, 50 seconds. Again, Montclair in no rush. Hold it whole time, frankly. Wow, that's close to a penalty, sir. Just swipe. All right, Sabrina now up top, getting some pressure. Getting some pressure now, no big deal, no rush. Sabrina shoots wide, no big deal. Sabrina down for a second. I'm going to stop the clock with 14 seconds to go here. You stopped playing 2 seconds! Give her a second to get up! That's unbelievable. So Avon Hodson, freshman coming in off the bench. 14 seconds left. I don't know where the reset is. I think the ball's behind. So we got 14 seconds left. Megan to Olivia. Olivia to Lee. Shoots it wide. 3 seconds. That's going to end the first half. All right, that's a good result though for Montclair. First half, 7-2. Again, love to have stuck that one there at the end, but that's okay. Real good first half from Montclair there. I would argue probably our best first half, best half of the season so far. Had maybe a 2 or 3 minute session of just complete and utter chaos, but I think the other team did too. Nice job, Montclair! How you doing? Good. You're live, by the way, so there's still something bad. Right. You're not gonna sing worse than I am. So, what's up, Jenny O'Connor? How are you? How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Good. Yeah. How you doing there?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Feel like back to life.
Yeah, this is good, right? This is it's a good day.
Hey, how are you? Good. How you doing? Good.
Hey, it's Coach Jenkins again. Yeah, so I'm heading out. Kathy's actually at Gettysburg, or on her way out to Gettysburg right now for Emily.
How's everyone doing?
Everybody's good. Yeah, so Megan.
Emily's playing?
Yeah. So they're her and two other freshmen are getting good time. They're playing. They're top 10 in the country, D3. But yeah, no, it's great.
They're playing. That's awesome.
And then Madeline is a junior at Miami of Ohio. She's going to Italy for a little like summer course in a couple weeks. So yeah, exactly. Tough life.
Good for her that she
Yep.
gets to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. So, my daughter's still up in Montreal working. She has a good job and she likes it up there for now.
Great. Do you get up there at all?
I'm going next month.
Cool.
The last time I was there was September. I'm going in winter.
Smart. Yeah. Why?
We're going to start selling my house this month.
No.
Probably next month.
Where you going?
Here, staying
Okay.
in town, renting somewhere.
Renting.
Apartment.
Okay. So
Two bedroom, just kind of figuring life out a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's fine.
But it's kind of time. It's a big house, and it's just me.
It's a lot. And look, I mean, financially, it's a good move, right? I mean,
So we'll see. It's probably like it's in the prep stages now. Paint, interior all over the place. I'm living in. And right now, I don't know how my daughter slept on her bed for all these years. She's my height, pretty much. Like I'm hitting the.
you're banging into the
It's like I fell off last night.
How do you do it? Get a new bed.
Well, she's not gonna. The new place will have like a bigger bed in her bedroom. So.
Excuse me, Megan. All right. Wait. She's been her legs have been all banged up all week. So.
I'll tell you, they play both sides, right? I mean, they
Well,
run the
like back in
field.
the day, I mean, when we played, you played like middies. You played two lines at least. That means like 6 guys were playing all game. These guys run again. They're light on numbers, but their middies play all game. They run up and down the field, which is crazy. I mean, again, maybe once or twice they'll wrestle with an attacker, but so yeah, your legs take a beating.
They're in awesome shape.
Yeah, they're in great shape.
Because that's like it's a football field.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Well, glad things are going well.
Yeah, everything's good.
I almost came over to that game that went into double overtime, and I would have come like right at the end. So that must have been awesome.
Yeah, it was a good game. That was a big win.
That must have been awesome.
Yeah, this will be this is a big one though. Glen Ridge is 16th right now. Huge rival. We haven't beaten them since 15. So.
Good. You know what I've noticed, and honestly, I know very little about the game just from watching you guys, and they're picking up the ball much better. Like when they're passing and picking the ball much better
I said
than ever before that I've seen.
this is the best
year.
first half we've played with that one little. There was a 3-minute, 4-minute disaster. Both teams were awful. But except for that, we've played well. Talia, the goalie's been good. The clearing has been good. And, again, our problem is we just turn the ball over too much.
Well, that's what
And we just didn't do that. Not doing that. Great. But that one little stretch, I think it was like 13, 14, 15 minutes to go, and we, like, both teams just kind of was throwing the ball all over the place.
So that was really nice to see because they like, it gets deflected, you miss, whatever happens, but they're right on.
We're picking it up. Well, you need those 50-50s to go your way sometimes.
Yeah.
You're on the chain, right, Jamie? Said? Getting the gang back together, hopefully?
Yeah, I'll pop in somewhere, somehow.
Yeah.
Right now, like, I'm just going to go buy mulch,
That's a good gig, though. Mulch is great. It's a life changer. No, come on. Mulch is such a disgusting thing that goes.
mulch anyway, but I don't like it.
I love mulch.
I'm glad you do. Get a t-shirt made.
I love mulch. Make $1 million right there.
Totally. One of them. So in the office?
I have not been back. We are back. Most people are, a couple days max a week. Most of the people I deal with are not in the office. Like they're not here. They're in Delaware, they're in Florida, they're overseas. So it's like some of the guys that I work with, I was going into the office, sitting on Zoom calls with people that aren't in the office that I work in. It's like there's no point. There's some camaraderie there, but it's like. So my boss was pretty much like, listen, I didn't even know if I had a desk in my old New York City office. So I'm I'm fully set up at home. I have an office to myself. So I'm good.
That house, my house, has a third floor that was dormered out. The attic was dormered out. It was so quiet up there. That was Cohen's office, mostly. It couldn't have been. It wasn't mine at all because. Can't hear a friggin' thing. Can't hear the doorbell. You can't hear anything. So before cell phones and stuff, we had to get an intercom phone.
Oh, that's great.
Just because that was the only way to reach us.
Are you alive?
Yeah, exactly. So someone will look at that.
Oh, yeah.
And,
especially right now. It's perfect. Because that's the problem with a lot of guys I work with. They're like, I can't do this. I got kids running around. I'm not in my own space.
Like if you have to watch your kids, you're screwed in that. But if one person,
one person
doing
can
the thing, or if you have help or whatever's going on. And for a while, my desktop was up there, so I was running up and down 3 flights of stairs. It was good exercise.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't work very well. It's a very vertical house, which is nobody move. I used 3 rooms. My bedroom, the living room, and the kitchen.
And all this other crowd.
And then all those other rooms are like sitting there waiting for someone else to use them. So here goes home turf. Not that we used it that much, but.
You should let those people know. Be like, listen, I'm gonna have some friends that are gonna stop by.
Exactly. Like just set up a couple of beers.
Yeah, they're fine. They're good people. They're not gonna do the cleanup.
Yeah, you don't even need to sit.
Yeah, exactly.
You should not tell people that.
Yeah, one guy definitely.
Okay, a couple of snacks.
Yeah.
The heater that doesn't work, just go with it.
I've had like one of those standing heaters there for 2 years, and I think I've used it once.
I'm just gonna give it to them.
Yeah, good.
If they want it. We watched a little softball yesterday, and we just finally got out and watched sports because it's nice of you.
Yeah, exactly. You're not freezing.
Are you going to Gettysburg?
I am, but I'm missing the game. It's senior day, so there's going to be a party out there. So I'm going to the game's at noon. It sucks early, so I'll just go out for the party. Yeah, exactly. Well, we normally would have missed. This one is not. And Gettysburg has got it's senior day, but it's a joke of a game. So.
So that was senior day last game, double overtime. That's good.
Because they lost senior day last year. Emily's senior, they lost.
All right, well.
Good, sir.
To see you. Say hi to everyone.
Oh, well, Hillary Taylor here, guys. Little side interview. Sorry if you heard some of it. She lives right across the street. Big Montclair fan. Huh? Oh. No. She's a big Montclair fan. A couple of daughters from MHS.
Yep. Way to play.
Yeah. You're not leaving, are you? Oh,
I might
tune in then. Just let me know, yeah. Just, you're a good luck charm right now. Good to see you. All right. So we're going to start the second half here in a minute. I'm sorry, guys. Good first half. Hi, Jenny O'Connor. Hi, Chris. Sorry. Hi.
I'm being very diplomatic here. I got the blue and I got a little red.
Yeah, it's all right. That's fair. Chris and Jenny O'Connor here. We got it's a real tough position. We're friends with these people, but like on a day like this, it's like, how close are we really to these guys?
They were like, Jen, you're going over the wrong side. I'm like,
I kind of know some of these people. All right, so second half about to begin here, guys. Game reset, 7-2 Montclair. Really good first half. Across the board, really. Talia playing great in the cage. Defense looks good. Lindsay Martin coming up with a bunch of big ground balls. Lizzie Giordano. Again, a lot of ground balls. So we're going to come out here. Second half, 25 minutes to go. We've had some problems this year holding a lead. I think the Mendham game and the Verona game for sure. We had leads and squandered them. So this is the opening draw, second half. Switching ways, so Montclair's going to be going left to right now. Sabrina on the draw, Lizzie to her right on the offensive side, and Megan Crane to her left. What's up, bud? Ball's up. Sabrina with a one-handed snag on the opening draw. Second half. Gets it to Lizzie. That's a great way to begin the second half. And again, Montclair's done a great job possessing the ball. I feel like, again, most of our possessions have been a minute and a half, 2-minute kind of things. So we're bleeding clock and finishing, and that's the big thing. Here's Olivia. Little juking, nothing. Oop. Gets it to Megan Previty. Ball's on the deck. Montclair's going to come out with it. Great ground ball by Megan Crane to Lee. That's a penalty. Good result there, Montclair. Good job, Megan Crane comes up with a ground ball. So a minute into the game here, second half, sorry. Skip pass to Lizzie, to Olivia, to Megan Previty. Megan Previty to Sabrina up top. To Lauren. Lauren on the wing here. To Sabrina, back to Lauren. I'm sorry, on the elbow here, Lauren. Oh, that's a nice give and go cut. Goalie makes a nice save there. I don't think she saw that.
Get that ball!
Oh, Lily Donahue. Oh, Lily Donahue comes up with it, puts it on the ground though. Tough result there for Montclair. Good shot, good attempt though. All right, so Glenridge is going to have the ball on offense here. 7-2, 23 minutes to go. So we're 2 minutes in here. Little helter-skelter play there. That's not shooting space! I mean, that's just not shooting space. The girl has two girls on her hip. So it's free position here. Talia with a nice save. Ball's going to roll out. Talia seeing the ball very well today. I don't have the count on saves. She's got a bunch. So Glenridge is going to get the ball back on offense. Look at a little bit of acting. Oh no, that didn't look like as bad as she made it out to be here. So we're under 22 now, 3 minutes into the second half. Glenridge is going to have a free position straight up. Talia seeing the ball very well right now. Another save. Ball's on the ground. Oh man, another turnover by Montclair though. Oh, I'm sorry, another penalty, but that's okay. So that was a offsides on Montclair. They're going to send her over there. Yep. Okay. So that's okay. Okay, Glenridge is going to start with the ball on offense here after the reset. 21 minutes to go. First half. The second half, sorry. Okay, 7-3. So they're going to be looking at number 2 now. So again, first goal, second half is going to go to Glen Ridge. We're going to have Sabrina back on the draw with Megan and Lizzie on the circle. Okay, Glen Ridge comes up with the draw. Far side, now behind. Glen Ridge on offense, second half, few minutes in. Glen Ridge got the first goal. Ball's behind now on the wing, coming up. Good job. Good job by Liza, running through that. Lizzie on defense behind. Goal line extended on the wing here, kind of gig. Coming up on the elbow, Sabrina. Again, I think this is the girl who's going to try to go. Going to try to keep sweeping. Good defense by Montclair there. Again, here's their player. She's going to try to go, I'm going to guess. Megan Crane. Talia with the save. Megan Crane with a great ground ball again there. Look at Lizzie! Liza to Lizzie. Good clear by Montclair there. Great ground ball by Megan Crane. Montclair on offense. Love to get a nice possession here and then finish with a goal. Lizzie to Megan Previty. Ball's on the deck. Megan Crane, another ground ball. Megan Crane getting beat up today again. Unfortunate for her, but she's a battler. Back to her roots playing midfield, and she's, to my mind, traditional midi, scrappy. A lot of ground balls here today. No goals or assists yet for her, but tons of GBs, big ones in my mind. So here's Olivia. Megan Previty behind. 18, we're under 19 now. Again, Montclair 7-3. Megan Crane. Lauren up top. Now Lee. Lee to Sabrina. To Olivia. Great play! Olivia Lee! And that's a huge goal. Keiko! Is that 3? 4? So we think that's 4 goals for Lee, whatever the case is. That's a huge one. Another assist from Olivia. Again, Megan Crane with a big ground ball, 2 ground balls, and I think on that series to keep possession. We go up 8-3 again, back to a 5-goal lead. 18:30 left, second half. Sabrina on the draw. Megan Crane to her left. Lizzie to her right. Ball's up. Ball's down. Glen Ridge comes up with it. Glen Ridge has a little bit of a break. Good job by Lindsay. That's not a call. Oh my God. All right, so that's going to be inconsequential. That's on the 12, so that's not an issue, but just a silly call. 18 minutes to go, second half. Wow, that's lucky. Okay, 8-4 now, Montclair. That was a tough result. Backside cut. Someone got open. I'm not sure how that happened. Okay, Sabrina on the draw. Ball goes up. Wow. Megan got a piece of that. Montclair's going to get it back. I think that's Liza Jones. That's got to be a penalty. So again, clock issues. Good job by Montclair. That's a good call by coach. I like that. All right, so we got a reset here. Montclair calls a timeout. 8-4, 17:20 to go, second half. Probably sensed a little bit of a helter-skelter going on. Again, clock issues, Montclair. Tough. Hey, it's Coach Jay again. All good? All right, so Montclair's going to come out of the timeout here with the ball. 17:25 to go in the second half. I'd love a minute, 2-minute possession here, get it down there, maybe under 15, finish with a goal. And then see how we can finish the game. Again, we've had a couple of games where we've had leads at the end. Or I think we had Verona was up. We had Verona down by 5 or 6 with 12, 13 to go. So there's plenty of laps to go here, and we got to clear our own zone. So Sabrina is going to start with it. So that's the positive on the reset now. So back in the day, we had to have the same people in the same spots. Now you can kind of strategize, so that gives us a little bit of an advantage. So Sabrina's going to go to Lindsay, her sister, and Lindsay's going to get turned back, and she's going to get it to Sabrina, and hopefully Sabrina's going to be able to run this over. She turns back, cross check, and call a ticky-tack penalty there. It's okay. Sabrina's going to be straight in front of us. Still a little bit of a tough position here because they can still ride her. She goes back to Liza. Liza's going to try to run it over. That's a check to the head. We're going to call a card on that. All right, that's a pretty positive result for Montclair. So we're killing a little bit of clock there, and we're going to end up with a yellow card. Okay, so Montclair with a yellow card here. They're going to be up a girl. Here's Lizzie. Lizzie's going to get it over. Okay, so now, again, this is an unreleasable penalty, so we can kind of get some work done here if we want. We can kill the clock. We can get a couple goals. Again, big priority here, possession, smart shots, and you got to get a goal out of here. You got to get it back to 5. And it's got to be a good, solid possession, right? So here's Olivia, Megan Previty, Megan Crane, jeez, Lauren Morganlander. Back to Megan Crane. Gonna flip it back out to Lauren Morganlander. To Sabrina, to Olivia. Under 16 now. A little over a minute left in the penalty. No real rush here for Montclair. Again, 8-4, second half. Ball's behind Megan Previty, Olivia. Sabrina, good patience to Lauren. Back to Olivia, to Megan Previty. Ball saved. Good ground ball by Lizzie Giordano. Another good one. So the Montclair midi is really playing great traditional midi play. Megan Crane, Lizzie Giordano, tons of ground balls. Another possession saved. So we're man up for another about 20-30 seconds here. We're going to be under 15 minutes in a minute, or in a second. Ooh, Livy. Another questionable pass from Crane, comes out with it from Sabrina. That's lucky. So they're going to be even up. Megan Crane is going to draw a penalty. Just getting beat up. I feel bad for her, but attacking. Now again, pretty good spot to shoot here. Should be a big position here. So they're going to give her another shot. So they came across her face. That was Megan Crane. Clock is still going to run. We're at 14 minutes now. Megan Crane, a little bit of a better shooting position. Megan Crane finishes. Big goal there for Montclair. So again, that's a long possession there. After, so again, that was a 2.5-minute possession ballpark. Coach called a timeout before the yellow card. So, and then I think on the subsequent clear, we got the yellow card. They killed the penalty. We held it. I mean, we weren't really trying to score, I don't think. And then figure 50 seconds after the penalty ran out, Montclair stuck one. Megan Crane on a free position. So again, 9-4 now, 14 minutes to go. Sabrina on the draw, ball's up. Lindsay Martin, another huge ground ball from the defensive zone to Liza. Liza, patience, goes back to Lindsay. No real rush here. To Liza, a little bit of room. Liza finds Lizzie. Lizzie, a little bit of moves here on the sidelines. Goes back to Lindsay. Lindsay, great job with the clear here. Oh, that's a great job by Montclair. Nice job, Montclair! So 13 minutes, that's about a 30-second clear there. Here's Olivia. Okay, Montclair's going to get the ball back on offense. I'm going to throw up here at some point, folks. pretty intense. We're coming up on 12 and a half to go. Here's Lee to Olivia to Megan Previty. So I think Megan Crane throwing stupid passes. Throw the ball. Here's Sabrina, gets a step. We're going to call the dumbest penalty in girls lacrosse. They're going to call shooting space on a play where Sabrina tipped the shot. I may think about pulling this one out. Again, she's a righty, so this is not the greatest angle. There's only one girl there, though, so that's the positive. So we may just want to try to go here. We'll see what she does here. Coming up under 12 minutes to go. Here's Sabrina, and she's going to finish. I actually like that option better. Just friggin' score. So that's 10-4 now. Big goal by Sabrina Martin. Katie! 3 for her? That's 3 for, see, baby. Good blue. Bob Brian Felber, 91, great. So that's Sabrina Martin with a big hat trick. 3-position shot. We're under 12 minutes, 10-4 Montclair. So now we got the 6-goal lead. Ball's up. Oh boy, that is a huge strong win. Bye, Jenny. See you, Chris. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, that's all right. I'll let you. You can still hang out. So Montclair with the possession there, just kind of working the ball around. We're coming up on 11 and a half to go. 10-6. Here's Lizzie. Again, Glenridge is going to start pressing. That's going to leave a lot of openings in the middle for either a shooting space or just wide open goals. Again, Montclair's got to keep the ball hot. They got to expect the pressure. Megan to Sabrina to Lauren. Here's Lauren Morganlander. Under 11. Lauren switches to her left and finishes. Wow. Big play, Lauren Morganlander. A right-handed mini decides, or a right-handed attacker decides that I'm going to take it, break it back to my left, and finish strong. So that's 11-4 now, Montclair. 10-51. All right, Faith Allison, you're goddamn straight. Wow. We're into 11 minutes now. Now it's going to be. Now we got to kind of deal with this. This is where, again, last 2 games we've been fine. Traditionally, not been fine. So this is where we got to kind of, learn and work on what we've not been great for. Megan. Oh yeah, they're going to call Sabrina for that one. Okay. All right, so they're going to get the draw win. Glenridge is going to come up with it on offense. Lee rides. Okay, Glenridge has it on offense. On the wing here. Again, number 2 with the ball. I think she's their stud, so she's going to try to drive. They're going to try to run these rubs off of her, and she's just going to try to shoot. Ooh, almost threw the ball away there. Okay, ball's up top. Glenridge, Megan Crane on D. They're going to try to run a pick play here. That's kind of nothing. Megan Crane playing good D. Ball's back behind. Megan Crane still on D. Good job. We're under 10 minutes now, folks. We're 11-4 Montclair. Glenridge has the ball up top. Again, this is the girl I think they're going to want to run with. She's a righty, though, so I think she's going to... So they called a penalty. I'm not even sure what they called. They called something before the shot. So again, let's see what Talia can do. We got 9:30 to go. Misses, hits the post. Liza comes up with a ground ball. Nice job, Liza! Liza Jones. So that silly little shot looks great and all, but if you hit the post, you know. Another turnover by Montclair, though. So under 9 minutes now. There's a turnover by Montclair on the clear. That's unfortunate. Glenridge is... For what? For what? What's the call? What? Wow, sorry guys, that's a yellow card. I don't know what just happened. So, again, we'll have to find out what that yellow card was. I have no idea. That was the softest yellow card I think I've ever seen. Doesn't matter though. Lindsey Martin with about 150 ground balls today comes up with it. Back to Talia. To Lindsey. Lindsey Martin. Ball's on the deck. Lee has it to Megan Crane. Yes! Good call! Let's go now! So rematch allowed, takes a big hit in the middle of the field, comes up with a yellow card for us. That'll even this out. Montclair's going to end up net with a man up for about a minute here with probably 7 minutes to go. So we are going to be on a 6v6 here. Whoa, that was a dangerous play. Somehow it worked out. Lizzie flashes. Oh my goodness. Livy with the ball behind. We're under 8 minutes now. 11-4 Montclair. We are each down a girl. I think we will get a man up for a minute at about 7 minutes to go. We'll kind of keep track of that. So here's Lauren. Field is very wide open here. Again, nothing at all for Montclair to do here except throw the ball around. Or score. $7:25 to go. $7:25 to go. Lizzie Giordano on a nice take there. So again, we're still even up, 6-on-6, or really, well, I guess 11-on-11. I think around 7 minutes to go. Montclair's going to end up with a man up for about a minute. So we'll probably get down to, again, 6 minutes, I think. So here we go. Sabrina on the draw. Lizzie and Megan. Ball's up. Tips off the top. All right, they're going to give that to Glen Ridge. It's okay. We'll take that. Okay, so Glen Ridge is going to have the ball. We are even up. Shot goes wide. I think Talia got a piece of that. Glen Ridge gets it back. I think we're man up now. Oh boy, Talia got a piece of that. Oh boy, that's a big save from Talia. Nobody saw that. Lindsay's going to come up with the ball outside here. See if she can get up the sideline. She's going to roll back. Ball's on the deck, no big deal. She comes up with it. Gets it back to Talia. Oh no. That's a tough result for Montclair there. That is not what you want to do. So that is a bad turnover there. Good save from Talia. Turn the ball over on the clear. All right. So we'll take a bad play. I mean, look, girls are human. Gonna make some bad plays here and there. That's probably one of the only bad plays we've made in the second half for sure. So we're gonna take that. And we're gonna say it's 12-5, 6:17 to go. Glenridge is going to be man down for about 20 seconds here, I think. So if we can get the draw, we're going to be man up for a few minutes or 20 seconds. Ball's up. Crane moves it to Lizzie. So we're man up here. Lizzie. Okay, they're even. Oh boy, Olivia rolls it in. 13-5, Olivia Nicole off of a nice 1v1 take there. Megan Crane gets a nice ground ball off the draw, moves it to Lizzie. Lizzie gets it to Olivia, and Olivia just goes. Montclair feeling it now. 13-5, 6 minutes to go in the game. Okay, here we go. Back on the draw. Sabrina Martin, Megan Crane, Lizzie Giordano. Let's see what we can do here. Ball's up. Glenridge is going to get it. Again, two's going to try to press. She's going to try to go right away, I'm guessing. Laura. Great job by Laura. Slows her down for sure. That's a great job by Montclair. Yeah, totally. Great job by Laura there. Picking up their best player and stopping her for sure. She was trying to go. Talia comes up with a save or the ground ball. Sneaks it out to Lizzie. So we're at 5 minutes to go, folks. Megan Previty with the ball behind. To Lauren. Lauren with the ball up top now. No rush from Montclair. We're at 5 minutes to go here. Here's Lee. Let's go, Montclair! So Glenridge getting a little impatient, starting to call for the adjacents now. Now it's going to be a chase game. It's possession, passing, control, and just discipline, right? No big deal. They're calling a lock on now, so that's a shutoff. So this is pretty much you don't do anything unless you have to. So here's Megan Previty with the ball behind. And again, Montclair held the ball for 7 minutes last game. So again, we're ready to go. We're ready to play this game, folks. Here's Lizzie. Glenridge looking to put a little bit more pressure on us than Westfield did. Here's Lizzie. Oh man, real smart move. Draws, takes a, no, I'm sorry, not draws a penalty. That was a great, that was a clean call. Lizzie, Megan Crane. To Lee. Jeremy Martin, I like it. That pasta's still sitting on Woodman Field, I think so. Here's Lee Natural. She's just working the ball around. Here's Lee, she's got a freedom, but she's not going to take it. 3 minutes to go. Megan Crane, Livia, Megan Previty, 3 minutes to go. Again, Montclair killed 7 minutes against Westfield. Oh, Oh, that's a great play, Sabrina Martin. It's just that's a great leadership play there. You don't need to score. Sabrina realizes that. Again, you score, they get a chance to win draws again. They can get the ball back. You have the ball on offense, they can't do anything. So Montclair is just going to bleed the life out of Glen Ridge here. And again, we could start talking about it. I mean, this is the first win against Glen Ridge, I think, since 2015. That was the year that Montclair won the counties. So I had 2 in a row here against teams we haven't beaten since 2015. That's going to be 3 in a row overall. Sabrina, 2 minutes. So Glenwood's going to get a little chippy here at the end. Here's Lauren Morganlander with the ball. Here's Lauren. Coming up on a minute and a half to go. Here's Megan Crane with the ball. To Lee. To Lizzie. And we are just going to bleed this out. This is crazy, folks. Last 2 games, we've killed like 12 minutes of the game. Like, it's just insane. Again, credit to the coaches and the girls, man. Like, this doesn't just happen because, you know, it's hard to get a high school kid who wants to score a goal but not score a goal against their biggest rival. And just having them understand that, you know, a win is a win. And all right, so we're under a minute now, folks. Here we go. Crowd's starting to feel it here. Again, I'm just going to say, this is a big win. We got a lot of lacrosse to go. Next week's going to be big. We got county seedings on Tuesday. We got West Essex on Tuesday. Good chance we see these guys again. But congratulations to Montclair, man. This is a very, 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 very good win. Again, couple of maybe a minute or 2 here or there of questionable lacrosse. And other than that, we've played a clean game. Contributions from literally everyone today. You know, Hannah didn't play. She was sick. Laura came in, played great. We got 20 seconds left here, folks. And again, Montclair just killed 4 and change on this clock. And they're going to be celebrating in a minute here. Wow, that's a little bit of a cross check. Nice cross check! Clean up your pasta! I don't know. Yeah, exactly. More importantly, Doug Macon couldn't be happier. So that's a really good result for Montclair there, folks. That's a, what is that, 12-5? They took the scoreboard now. 12-5? Right? It's 13-5. The 13-5 Montclair. That's a huge win. Again, have not beaten Glen Ridge in 7 years, since 2015. Montclair came in here today, and let me tell you what, folks, they look great. Talia, awesome, across the board. Again, that's, you know, as best of a team game as you're going to see from us that I've seen yet. Again, you had contributions literally all over the board. Every person, I think, on the field today did something massively important. Again, you had, you know, Laura Abad, who had to get thrown into the starting lineup, played great. A couple of nice plays. Lily Donahue, a couple of nice ground balls. Lindsay Martin, unbelievable job from the defensive side on the ground balls. Talia, great in the cage. Just a fantastic effort all around. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Come here. That's Coach Dan here from soccer. All right, so we're going to go let these girls celebrate. We will be back Tuesday away against West Essex, and that's going to be county seeding day. So that game, I believe, counts for the county seeding, and I don't know. It's going to be interesting. You've got a bunch of people now, all kind of tough or stuck at the top. That West Essex game for Montclair is going to be big. So we'll see what happens on Tuesday. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining, and congratulations, Montclair. That's a huge win.